Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly briefing. Even though school is open, the weekly briefings have been, during lockdown, a popular way of checking in on the latest news around school, so we're going to keep them in. I'll continue to do a written weekly news, but what I'll do is, for those that prefer to listen and see me on the screen, then I'll continue to do these people. Some people like to read, some people like to tune in on YouTube. So I'll continue to do these, and they'll be very similar to the messages in the weekly news as well. I've just come in from the playground. It's the end of another school day, and I've been checking to see how the pick-up arrangements are going. It's always the hardest thing to sort as head teacher. The mornings are very fluid and the drop-offs work well, and even though we've cut them down to 20 minutes, they still work really well. But the tea time is difficult, because if you seriously stagger collection, it really upsets parents' rhythm. In that, if they've got several children in different year groups, they have to come back several times, or they have to wait forever. So the best way to do it ultimately, I think, is what we've got, which is bubbles of collection and small gaps in between their departures. So I've been working, particularly this week, checking my watch vociferously to see if everybody's out in the way I want them to be, trying to create the domino rally effect as we come out. I think the hardest days are always when it's enrichment afternoon and they've been doing the PE and different sorts of activities, getting them ready. Bang on is always the biggest challenge, but that's what we're trying to achieve. Interestingly, I've been watching the last couple of days that when we go through reception year 1, 2, 3 and 4, if we just have that 5-minute gap, it just clears the gateway quite a bit. So I might just try and accentuate more than ever that end of year 4, that 5-minute gap, and then the 5-6 collection. Just frees up that movement and passageway, I've noticed. So little tweaks here and there, but you can see them out there every day checking, even though yesterday was a very, very, very rainy day. Okay, so on to item 2. We're continuing to make our Mayfield TV short films of preparing the recovery journey, and also giving you insight into what we're doing and the many, many, many changes that at the moment are unfortunately hidden to you that we're making around school, that we've made. So we're making part 2 of that, preparing the recovery journey. We haven't been making it after we've done the weekly briefing now. That'll be out tomorrow at some point for you. And then once we finish that short series, we're going to make some more in-depth 10-minute short films about aspects of learning that happen and how your children are accessing learning within the classroom. I think you'll find those useful, and those little 10-minute videos will be coming out week on week. So watch out for part 2 of the return from lockdown, which is due out tomorrow. And the last thing I want to mention is just some general thoughts on our latest return. I'm going to refer to my notes from the weekly briefing that's gone out today. Really, the main summary is that, you know, despite, I think, the media nationally trying to build up school return as a huge monumental event, you know, the guys just come straight back and we get into it and we get on with it and we learn. And I think actually we've done the right thing here, which is we're in, come on, let's go, bang. And the children have been fabulous. It's lovely, lovely to see them back. It felt very much like last September when I've been around school and chatting with the guys. Lots of eagerness and smiling faces. They definitely want to be back in school. And despite all the bit about, oh, do I have to go tomorrow? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? Actually, when they're here, they love being in school. And I think the overwhelming majority have genuinely missed that time together with their friends and their teachers. There is truly no replacement for live learning. I've said that time and time and time again. And these 4 days so far this week have just shown me that once more. The government can insist all day long about remote learning this, remote learning that. My insistence has been it is so far removed from the live learning experience, it is unbelievable. And now the guys are back, goodness me, does that come home to you even more. Open school is essential, and fingers crossed we have this virus going in the right direction with the help of the vaccines, and we hopefully don't have to reach the closure situations that we've had twice. But the guys have been fabulous. fabulous. They really have. They want to be back and they're organised and they're ready. And although we've got lots to do around recovery and readiness, the guys are just so willing and ready and able. And it's turned what could have been a challenging week actually into a really, really positive week, which has given me such energy and the staff such energy as we move forward. So well done to them. Can I also say thank you to so many of you out there that have been fabulous in wearing your masks, getting the guys here on time, bringing the correct collection bubble, if I can say it correctly. You've just been fabulous with that. We've had lots of lovely feedback, lots of encouraging chats with parents so far, which has been wonderful. And there's just so many of you that are clearly happy that school is open and are working with us on that. Attendance is exceptionally high, which is wonderful to see. And huge praise to everybody concerned. They're getting the guys in. Yes, it's a confidence issue straight away, but they're in, they're back, they're sorted. I think there's just a couple of families here and there that are thinking, shall I bring my child back? Well, that's only going to exacerbate that lack of confidence. Get them in, get them learning, get them with their friends. That's so important. And thank you to the overwhelming majority that are very much on side with us. Can I also say thank you to my fabulous staff? I say this a number of times, but the staff are superb. I've thrown a lot at them during closure. Not only have they had to manage remote learning for the full day, but I've been demanding in moving teaching and learning forward during closure and being ready on the B of the bang to deliver the 15-day warm-up for the full summer term. This recovery for the summer term, and the staff have been fabulous. And they just seem, there's a real energised atmosphere about school at the minute. There isn't, oh, COVID, there's come on, we can do, we're ready, let's try, we've got new things to go at. And I put in my weekly news that they're often like, you know, children playing with toys. You get a new toy and they're very excited to use it. The staff are like that at the moment, and it really is fabulous. And I want to make sure I thank teachers, teaching assistant team, and my admin and site staff who, behind the scenes, are the engines that keep us all swimming. So thank you to them all. It's really positive at the moment, and I'm very, very pleased. And there feels a good atmosphere about school, and that's great. That's great. There's a positivity here. I'm far from thinking about COVID. I'm just thinking about the next exciting instalment that we've got to come in the weeks ahead. Last thing, we've been working on top of the teaching and learning upon the next stage in our curriculum development. We did a lot up to Christmas and during February, March last year, preparing new themes, but we really have taken that on this year. And in the next week or two, we're going to be showing you those summer term maps, posters, and revealing a whole range of Stunning Start, theme day and celebration events. And we think the children will love them, giving them active purpose. The important thing in school is that they're enthused and interested, but also then their learning is meaningful and shows the progress that we want. And these Stunning Start events and theme days are so important for their motivation and desire. And we think you'll like, when we show them over the next 10 days, you'll think, yeah, this is good, I like this, it's great. There's some real thought going into it, some real thinking out of the box. So, yes, it's recovery, yes, we're COVID safe, but we are learning ready and excited learning ready. So, that's the briefing for this week. I think it's a very positive briefing. I'm continually around school. All I've done this week is either teach and demonstrate new strategies to colleagues, and they've been watching and observing as I've been teaching. I've tended to use Year 5 as the base for that. And just going around school and checking that the monitoring around sanitising, social distancing bubbles is all there. So I've had a busy week with that, but it's been a great pleasure to undertake both of those tasks. And that's where we are. So I'll speak more next week. The written briefing, the written weekly news has gone out today. And watch out in the next 24 hours for our Preparing Recovery film part 2. Another 10 minutes on that journey is due to be filmed very shortly. Thanks everyone. Stay safe. Keep following those lockdown rules outside of school, and we'll keep following our social distancing and guidance in school. And I'll speak again soon to you all. See you later.